There's a moment, somewhere after 60, when time begins to feel different. It's not just about counting birthdays anymore. It's about measuring meaning. You've likely walked through fire by now, felt the joys and losses that only a full life can hold. You've laughed loudly, wept quietly, and maybe, just maybe, you've begun to ask deeper questions. Not, what should I do next? But rather, what truly matters now? In the eyes of Buddhist wisdom, this stage of life is not the end of the path, but the beginning of a deeper one. Because once the noise fades, what's left is something rare: stillness, clarity, and the sacred chance to live not just longer, but wiser. So in this video, we'll explore how to spend your time with intention, to embrace aging not as decline, but as a kind of spiritual ripening, a quiet blossoming of truth. Whether you are 60, 70, or simply feeling the weight of time passing, this message is for you. A Buddhist path, a gentle way, a reminder: life is short, but it can be full. Let's walk it wisely, together. 1. Embrace impermanence, not with fear, but with grace. Buddhism teaches that everything changes: the seasons, the body, the people we love. At first, this truth can feel heavy, but with wisdom, impermanence becomes a gift. Because once we truly understand that time is short, we stop wasting it on what doesn't matter. We let go of petty arguments, old grudges, and the illusion of control. We begin to ask, what do I want my final seasons to feel like? Let your awareness of impermanence deepen your gratitude. Make every morning a blessing, and every goodbye a gentle bow. 2. Simplify outer life, deepen inner life. After 60, many begin to declutter their homes, but Buddhism invites us to declutter the mind. Fewer distractions, fewer possessions, more presence, more peace. Now is the perfect time to ask, what brings me true peace? Not momentary pleasure, but real peace. Maybe it's silence. Maybe it's spiritual practice. Maybe it's simply slowing down. This stage of life is not a winding down. It's a returning to what is real. 3. Speak less, listen more. In the Buddhist Eightfold Path, there is something called right speech. It means speaking words that are kind, true, and necessary. But as we grow older, there's another part of that wisdom: the power of listening. Sometimes, being fully present with someone, without fixing, judging, or advising, is the greatest gift we can offer. You don't have to say much to touch a life. You just have to be here. 4. Make peace with the past, so you can be free in the present. We all carry memories, some sweet, some heavy, but the Buddhist path teaches this truth: what we carry, we become. Now is the time to gently let go of old wounds, to forgive where you can, to make peace with what was, so you can fully embrace what is. The past is not a prison. It is a path you've walked, and it has led you here. 5. Give more, but from stillness, not striving. After 60, you've likely given a great deal to family, to work, to the world. But now you have the chance to give in a different way, not from obligation, but from fullness. Your presence, your patience, your lived wisdom. In Buddhism, the greatest act of generosity isn't money or things. It's the giving of fearlessness. The calm, grounded energy that says, "It's okay, I'm here." 6. Rest in the timeless now. So much of life is spent chasing time, planning what's next, regretting what's past. But the truth, as the Buddha taught, is simple. All we ever really have is now. After 60, you may begin to feel that time is speeding up. The years, the seasons, they pass in a blink. But here's the paradox. When we slow down, time opens up. This is the gift of mindfulness, not as a trendy practice, but as a sacred return. Return to breath, to birdsong, to the feeling of warm sunlight on your skin. Buddhism reminds us that the present moment is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is infinite. It is the doorway to peace. You don't need to race toward anything anymore. There's nothing to fix. Now is enough. You are enough. 7. Be a lamp for others. The Buddha once said, "Be a lamp unto yourself," but also be a light for others. At this stage of life, your presence is more powerful than you may know. Your calm is medicine, your story is sacred, and your example, living gently, mindfully, and with compassion, may guide someone through their darkest night. You don't have to be loud, you only have to be real. Life is short, but it is still unfolding, and every moment you spend in presence is a moment well lived. You don't need to chase time, you only need to meet it, with wisdom, with kindness, with open hands, because peace doesn't come from doing more, it comes from remembering who you truly are. So take this time, not to rush, but to reflect, to simplify, to forgive, to awaken. If this message spoke to something quiet inside you, consider joining this journey. Subscribe for more reflections rooted in ancient insight and made for this moment of your life. And if there's someone in your life who could use this message, share it with them. You never know who's ready to hear it. Until next time, be still, be kind, be free.